I have been riding motorcycles professionally for almost 9.5 years now. Big, small, old, new. But nothing gets me going the way super sport motorcycles do. Maybe it's the performance, maybe it's the looks. Maybe it's the looks that I get when I zoom past a crowd. Maybe it's all of this and more. But super sports are special.
Born in the fire of my enemy, forged in the heart of the flame.
In today's story on PowerDrift, I want you to meet our protagonist, the 2024 Kawasaki Ninja ZX-6R. The 6R was discontinued a few years ago because it couldn't meet emission norms. Today it checks that box, and exactly why Kawasaki's decided to get it back.
I'm the fighter, forged in the flames of the fire.
And it's fair. The 6R is the only true blue inline 4 middleweight Japanese motorcycle that you can buy in India today. How does it feel? Bloody damn good. I want to kick things off with the sound. This is so addictive. And who doesn't love the sound of an inline 4 motorcycle? As aspiring motorcyclists, this is what we grew up listening to, right? The 6R sounds different at low revs. It picks up around the midway point and then rises to a crescendo. As you near the 15,000 RPM red line mark, 15,000, you heard it right. And when you come to a dead halt, it's calm, it's serene, it's as if nothing's happened, like a true ninja. Now for the year 2024, Kawasaki got a new camshaft, a revised intake and exhaust, and this was done to meet the emission norms. But that's also changed the character of the motorcycle. Now when I rode the old 6R back in the day for game of performance, that motorcycle had a very fierce, very engaging top end. But this profile feels more for low and mid-range performance. So while you do get out of slow corners fairly fast, the lack of a top end feels a bit odd, because this is an inline 4 motorcycle and that's their USP, right? Top end. The 6R does not get a ride-by-wire throttle and the input does not feel as precise as it should. There is no blipper, it only gets a quick shifter. That's also a big miss, I feel. So if you're looking at everyday usability, great if you're into that kind of riding. As far as track goes, I want to reserve my judgment for later when I get to ride this at a proper racetrack, not here. Last couple of things. One, this is decently refined, and two, it does not heat up like at all. I mean, it does heat up for sure. Every motorcycle does. But the way this handles heat and dissipates it, it's absolutely unreal. Like you can be in traffic all day long. You will see 105 on the display and still you won't feel a thing. Like absolutely nothing is insane. Super sports handle well, and that's because of two things. The chassis that engineers work so hard to get right, and secondly, the suspension. The former remains unchanged and the latter is fully adjustable. As stock, the suspension feels fairly soft for a super sport, but that problem has an easy solution. But it requires work and understanding to get the perfect setup for the perfect track day. And when you do take a break from all that riding, you will admire the design. It's so compact, deceivingly small for a middleweight.
I love fully fed motorcycles if done right, and this one is absolutely superb. For the year 2024, the front has been redesigned in terms of look. Also, there are two holes on the windscreen so that there is better airflow. It's smooth, it's sharp in the right places, and with this single seat, I think it looks absolutely badass. The Kawasaki green looks flawless, and the 636 on the rear cowl reminds you that you're riding a Japanese middleweight, probably the last of its kind. The electronics package is also pretty limited. Riding modes and traction control. So, Sport, Road, Rain and Rider. The Rider mode is customizable for power and traction control, while the other three come with preset values. There is no IMU in place, so the traction control is basically using wheel speed sensors to cut power whenever needed. Listen, as long as the system works and keeps you in check, it's fine. And did I mention there's no auto blipper? The quick shifter also feels slow as compared to the other units I have experienced in the recent past. I've thought about this for quite a bit and I've realized that the 6R is a very approachable motorcycle. It's nimble, fun, and that price, rupees 11.1 lakh ex showroom.
The world is fierce, stands in the way.
Kawasaki, more or less, they've always got their big bike pricing spot on. And this is incredible value for money. It's not as loaded as some of the other big bikes in the market today. So why should you really look at the 2024 Kawasaki Ninja ZX-6R? Let me add a bit of a personal story here. 9 years ago, I got myself the Z800 because I always wanted an inline 4 motorcycle, like always. And that day, a dream was no longer a dream. Today, I know a lot of you guys have this thing written somewhere on your list. The dream of owning a fully fed inline 4 motorcycle. The 6R can fulfill that dream. It's not the perfect motorcycle, but really, what else do you have? By the way, if you do end up buying one, it'll be a great teacher when you finally want to upgrade to the liter class lifestyle. Do your Sunday runs, flaunt it amongst your friends, live with it, live for it. You know, some motorcycles, in spite of all their shortcomings, they're still very special.